Welcome warriors, HolyFerengi, Android games and more. Today, Ice Golem speak. Stage 6 on auto. Dungeon challenge 3.8. For this one here, there won't be an ultra short version because it would be as simple as level your champions and brute force yourself on auto through it. Yay! But Ice Golem Speak has a lot more to offer than that. So let's have a look on the left side. Those are the artifact drops. Because Ice Golem Speak will be one of your main sources for good quality gear. That means once you have your starter hero or another dedicated farming champ on level 60, able to solo run on brutal difficulty level stage 12, taking 3 food with him to level them. Well, if you're at that point, you can get some quite good pieces out of here. So let's have a look. Life, offense, defense, critical rate, resistance, retaliation, reflex, cursed, taunting. Well, I will not comment on if they're good or if they're not good. But life, offense, defense, critical rate, they will be used very often. The other ones not so much. And the big bonus in Ice Golem Speak is that you get them on a much higher quality, so you never get gray pieces, common pieces, but it all starts with uncommon and rare. You get even some epic and legendaries. Let's have a look at the selected champions in lead position. There is Kale substituting for all starters. Then we have Valerie and Sniper. Then we have Conqueror and Armiger. The two interesting ones here are Conqueror. His third Purge, currently on level 2, can be cooldown can be skilled down to 4 turns. Attacks one enemy. Enemies killed by this skill cannot be revived. Okay, that will become very, very useful in Ice Golem Speak. So, and then Armiger, I was talking about him before. His second, Lay to Rest, skilled to a cooldown of scaled down to a cooldown of 2 turns. Attacks one enemy, damage inflicted is proportional to defense and increases according to enemy max HP. Enemies killed by the skill cannot be revived. So he too got that block revive skill. There are actually only 2 champions in the whole game that are 100% F2P, no shard luck involved. This is Conqueror, the first one, and Armiger, the second one. Armiger is a little bit less powerful than Conqueror, but he's available from green shards and also available on the market, so he is very, very easy to skill. Conqueror, he is same as Valerie, available from green shards and blue shards, and both are farmable in Kara Castle. So they too are relatively easy to skill. You don't need to use your rare books to do that, but it can take considerable time farming that particular stage in the campaign. So with Conqueror and Armiger only on level 30, Valerie has already her justification right there, because actually level 30 is not enough for them to survive long enough on their own to do their magic. We do not need to use a block revive skill in here. We do not actually need to block the revive at this point. But let's go out again. You can see that the colors here, they are alternating. So every now and then, depending on the colors of the champions available to you, leveled high enough to do your bidding in an appropriate way, you will come to certain roadblocks or walls, and those two here, Conqueror and Armiger, will be very, very helpful, because if you on manual at that time can block the revive of both Golems minions, then you will have it considerably more easy to get past that block to a stage that will most probably, because of your colors, be more easy to you than the one you were stuck with. Okay, now let's make a run with those. I have in about 10, 11, maybe 12 runs seen only one time that I actually used that block revive skill of any of the two in the right moment to actually block a revive. So I said you will have to do it on manual in order to break through walls or something like this. But with Valerie, they still will survive long enough for Kill and Sniper to do the actual job here. And this challenge by itself is nothing difficult, nothing to lose sleep over. No, not at all. If just level your champions. If you have 3 champions on level 40, you should be totally fine to get through here. Late rest. See, it came much too early. Normally, AI should not use it on a champion that is 100% health. But okay. Well, Plarium promised us to do some changes in the AI. Let's hope they do some nice changes. Let's have a look. Let's run that out and have a look at the skills while they fight it out. Frost Nova level 1 attacks all enemies. Then his second, Numbing Chill, cooldown 4 turns, attacks all enemies, places 50% decrease ACC debuff for 2 turns. So yeah, applying debuffs to minions or the Ice Golem itself is a little bit more difficult if those debuffs are stuck. This counts also for decreased attack, decreased defense. It counts for poisons and HP burn. Well, so let's do the last skill next run. Yeah, that was the right choice. Would have cut me off right within the middle of my sentence. But that doesn't matter. We just take Armager, Conqueror, and Valerie out. We put, what do we put in? We put Shield Guard in. We put Spirit Host and Ultimate Garlic in. Those will make a very beautiful run. Oh, let's take Dervish. Dervish is I have another skill food back here. Need to put that in. Dervish is very nice. She's very good in many different dungeons. But level 30, she won't survive. So let's go back to Ultimate Garlic. Let's see how that works. We should clear that dungeon in no time. Normally, I wouldn't use Ultimate Garlic because he's available to many players. Every free-to-play player who got an Amazon Prime account and joined the game prior to early to mid-December 2020 has an Ultimate Garlic. So I take him in as honorable mention. And you see, they really start to rock here. Okay, his third skill. Let's use the time as long as we have it. Frigid Vengeance, level 1. This is the one you really need to look out for. Attacks all enemies. One time whenever Glissa's HP drops below 75%, 50%, 25%. Those values change in later stages. This attack will revive any dead allies to 100% HP. This attack ignores 50% of each enemy's defense for each alive ally. This attack also has 20% chance of placing a freeze debuff for 1 turn. This chance of placing a freeze debuff increases by 40% for each ally alive. So we really need to take out those minions or we will take much more damage and the chance to get frozen is much higher, so we really need to take them out. They always get revived when he drops below certain percentages of life. So if you have a block revive skill like we had chosen before, I put those 2 back in here. Let's take everyone out. Armager, Conqueror, those 2 have block revive skill. The only 100% F2P champions that have that particular skill. They can be very, very useful to reduce the damage he is able to do, because ignoring defense that's pretty. It's one of the best skills in the whole game. You have speed and you have defense. Those 2 are pretty heavy. Okay, I'd say let's have a look. What did we have? We had, don't start farming it right away, but make sure you have a very good farmer capable of leveling your champions and your food very fast. This is much more energy effective than to waste a lot of resources, energy and time in this dungeon before you're actually ready for it. You can, of course, farm some nice pieces of gear. It's always useful to have them, but I encourage you, get your first 60 before you start really diving into those dungeons. So what else did we have? We had that the quality of those artifacts here is much better. It's kind of a gamble what you get, but you don't get any grace. So that is a very good thing. You also have the chance to get blue shards and brews, which also is very nice. Okay, I say, since there isn't too much about this challenge by itself, I'd say we call it a video. And I encourage you to like, share, subscribe. It means a lot for a new channel. And I wish you a good time, awesome drops in the game, and whatever you do, always make the best out of it. Good luck to you all. Ferengi signing out.